Hello and welcome. I am Pink Girl Teaches Joy, and on this channel, I talk about narcissistic abuse. I bring awareness and give you tips on recovery. I'm a certified life and relationship coach, and this is what I love to do to help people come out of a situation or situations that I was once in. And I answer questions on this channel that are sent my way, either in the inbox or DM. And so if you have any, feel free to send them my way. Everything is Pink Girl Teaches, or you can just drop them in the comments. I do read them and I respond as best as I can. So today's question is, why is the narcissist so paranoid? Like, listen, if you were as psychotic as they are, if you were up to as many schemes and tricks that they are up to, you would be paranoid too. Like, they lie a lot. Everything that they do is a lie. The relationships that they get into, as you may know, they are lying from the get-go. They are lying to their partners from day one. They cheat. They are pathological cheaters, pathological liars. They're pathological victims. And, even how they claim to be victims in every situation that they're in, they worry about that too, because the truth can and will be exposed. And also, they manipulate so much. They manipulate everybody and everything around them, including children. If they could manipulate the dog and the cat, the goldfish, they would do those things. Really, they're paranoid because they are well aware of who they are and what they do. People do want to throw some type of maybe like a life jacket to them and say, well, they are a victim of some type of trauma in their life, but they are making a choice to do this, or to manipulate people, to lie to people, to hurt people. They have a string of broken hearts behind them. And so, you would be paranoid because you always wonder who's saying what about you and to whom and what's going on. They're just paranoid with all the drama that they continually manufacture. They are, it's a lot to keep up with. And so they're paranoid, they're worried, they're concerned about, like, okay, is my story straight? Because once you lie so much and you lie to so many people, you got to keep the story straight. And when somebody begins to question, like, this is not what you said the last time, or that doesn't sound right, or I was there and that's not how it went down. And then they're like, they get annoyed at you because they're beginning to feel like they're cornered in. Or who are you to ask so many questions anyway? Like, be quiet. Who asked for your opinion is how they're feeling. Like, be quiet. And one of the greatest tools for the narcissist is smartphones and social media, because those are valuable resources. They use them to gain new sources of narcissistic supply, like online dating. I don't know if any of you have tried it, but and I do believe in it. I think it's these apps that are out there are great. But if you have a normal person, if you meet somebody who wants the same things that you do and they actually follow through. But with a narcissist, this is just the opportunity for them to begin to gather additional sources of supply, and like literally around the country, in different cities, different states. And they just, gain more supply like that, and they just lie and they continue to build this fantasy world that they live in. But one thing that you should remember is that the garbage always stinks. It doesn't matter what kind of trash bag. You know how you have the trash bags with like the lemon scent or the lavender scent? At the end of the day, the garbage always stinks. What's done in the dark will always come to light. And that's part of the reason why they're paranoid, because they're not as slick as they think they are. They have been caught in deception. They've been caught cheating. They've been caught in their lies before. They've been caught stealing. Some of them have been caught, doing terrible things, killing family pets, just like the worst things. And they are very capable of all of these things. And so because they've been caught previously, they don't want to be caught again, because that's a narcissistic injury. Is showing them that, no, you're not God, you're not sovereign, you're not supreme, and you're lying. And just the thought that somebody knows the truth, they lie to themselves about what their truth is, and they know that they're lying, even though they act like you, even though sometimes it's like they really convince themselves. And it's almost like they compartmentalize that information. Like, I'll store my truth here and I'll walk out in this reality, but every now and then the compartment with the truth arises. It's like a sleeping dragon wakes up. And those are the moments, those are the times when the narcissist does seem to be depressed and anxious and, just paranoid, because they are well aware of who they are. And they know that their time is coming because they've been busted in their nonsense before. And so they continue to be paranoid because they know their jig is going to be up. And that's why they intensify their search, and they spread it out. Like I said, they're pathological cheaters. They spread out their interest so that they can get a good return on their investment, on their lies, on their garbage, on the foolishness that they think they're getting away with. And that's just to diversify their interest. Quick story, like I've shared it before. I dated, one narcissist that I was involved with, or the narcissist that I was involved with. Let's call him Paul today. Paul was dating, I'm in Dallas. Paul was dating a woman in another state. And it was cool because Paul was saying, "Oh, I got a business trip. I got to go take care of things." Meanwhile, he was going to he was going to go see his boo. But it wasn't until, they decided to bring her to my town, to my state, that I was like, okay, something's not right here. What's up? And, of course, the lies get exposed and they slip up, they mess up, because once you've been lying to yourself so much and you've been getting away with it, or they have been getting away with it for so long, they fall back into this false sense of confidence and think, I'm invincible. Like, and that's when they underestimate their supply sources, to think that, oh, okay, because they know what they've been doing all this time. So they think you are the dumb one, you are the clueless one, and they're superior over you because they're able to one up you on all of this. But no, once the truth is exposed and we get to see them for who they are, we have the power. We pull the rug from up under them, and they fall. We carry on with life. They now have to deal with the feelings of inferiority, their weaknesses, and just that hurt and the rejection that they feel. Yes, we hurt too, but we're able to regulate our emotions. We're able to say, okay, this is what happened. We're able to self-reflect and set things in perspective so that we can understand what happened and move on. Meanwhile, all they will sit back and do is, how do I do this again and get away? How do I play these games with people and not be caught? And that's what they work on, instead of working on themselves. Like, it makes no sense. Okay, it makes no sense. Never one time do they self-reflect or try to to empower themselves to be something better than what they are, because you can see that some of them are really smart and they put all that energy towards this toxic behavior. But that's what I wanted to say. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you find anything that I had to say interesting, then go ahead and hit subscribe, turn on the notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you have a question, please ask it. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say in the comments. Take care. And like always, love yourselves and love each other. Almost forgot that.